Hi, I'm Chris Haigh and this is the Fiddle channel, and today we're going to play Fleur de Mandragore. This tune was written by Michael Bordeleau, who was a fiddler with La Bottine Souriante, one of the finest bands in the world, in my opinion. And he is from Quebec, as is this style of music. It's a fast and exciting, and ever so slightly crooked, because it has a half a bar nestled in the middle. One of the things that's interesting about this is it's been taken into the Celtic tradition by Lunasa, who recorded it in a set with the Ash Blant and Siobhan O'Donnell's, and quite a few Irish bands now play this and they enjoy the speed and excitement of this tune. I'm going to show you the basic melody and a few variations, and at the end I'm going to demonstrate just how many variations there are to this tune. So the version I'm going to give you is a kind of a cross section. There's no such thing as a consensus with this tune, but the best bits, my favourite bits from different versions is what you're going to get. And some of the notes are actually a bit odd, and I'll point them out as we go through. But we start off with so that's your first two bars. Then we repeat the first bar. So that is a little roll on the B, either with your third finger or your second finger. So let's just play the first line again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do a slight variation. So this is what in Ireland is called a treble or a stutter or something like that. So basically it's a very fast down, up, down. And round again, the same as the first line. And a fourth time. So up to there, some players will play this almost all separate bows. So the Quebecois playing, the way of playing, what they call their shuffle is. But I prefer to put some slurs in. So you might want to try doing all separate bows with that really attacking rhythm, or you might want to smooth it out a bit. I think on the Lunasa version there's quite a few more slurs and the ornamentation is more kind of Irish. So let's just go through that one more time with the backing, and then I'll show you the little break and into the B section. That at the end was the half bar, and that half bar is what makes the difference between a tune that you can play without rehearsing and a tune that you have to rehearse or actually know. So if you do this in a kind of a jam situation where people are joining in only half knowing it, they're all going to miss that half bar and you're going to have a little train crash. So it is important that people know that that is coming. It's common to have a half bar like this in this style of music, Quebecois music, and it's one of the excitements about this style of music. So it's really driving, but it's not driving in a straight line all the time. So we go from there, a nice little bit of syncopation, down, down. And here we're going, which is a bit of a discord against the chords. That's what it would be if you're strictly following the chords, but we're not. So that's what we play. And here's another odd note. Now a lot of people will go, which fits the chord much better, but I do like the unusualness of that note, and it's played so fast that you don't really notice it. And when you repeat this, you do the same thing again, or do a nice long roll. And on the repeat of this, what I like to do is a treble. So it's a stutter starting with a down bow, and we're ending with so let's go from the beginning up to there with the backing. Another thing you'll notice about this tune as we go through it is that the chords are really interesting and jazzy, and that is a feature certainly of the music of La Bottine Souriante, and I think more generally in the modern phase of French Canadian music in general, and that comes mostly I think from the pianists who have learnt to do this these amazing moving chords. Now before we finish off, I want to show you a few variations, because I learned this tune mostly by ear quite a few years ago to play with a band that I work with, and I'd never really studied it very hard, and when I came to listen to La Bottine Souriante I realised that their version was a bit different, so I listened to a few more, and just the first two bars, every version I listened to was different. Which goes to show that there is not really a correct way, or more importantly, there isn't an incorrect way to play it. So you have to find what suits your fingers and your ear. And this is very much in the keeping of that style of music and the attitude of the musicians from Quebec, who believe that it's music to express yourself with, not to strictly follow. So I'm just going to give you, by way of illustration, six versions of the first two bars. So La Bottine Souriante go. Patti Kusturok goes. The band Mandola go. Lunasa, the Irish band, go. Duncan Cameron goes. And Gordon Gunn goes. So even the first bar is different in every one of those, and yeah, it just goes to show you can do it how you like. I'm going to finish off by playing twice at speed, at more or less the speed that is going to be expected if you're actually playing it in the heat of the moment. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you'd like a copy of the dots, then do subscribe and send me an email. And I will shortly be doing a PDF collection of French Canadian tunes, which will be available free on my Patreon page to people who join me on Patreon. Hope you enjoyed this. See you again soon.